How you doing, Team Up? And welcome back to another episode of Hard News with Murdock. Now, with everything going on in the news cycle as of lately, it definitely makes me wish that I was able to report on this more than once a week because I feel like I have something to add to the conversation. And of course, there's a lot of people that's absolutely furious at what happened in El Paso and Ohio. And there's people that are doubly upset, understandably so, I might add, at the politicians that you see on TV and online that's pointing and placing the blame on everything else other than the true root causes of the problems that we have in the country to cause this to happen. But for me, I try not to get upset. I try to get strategic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play an example of one of these politicians people are upset at, Kevin McCarthy of California, and I'm going to show you what he said, and then on the other side, I'm going to break down the real motivations behind why he's saying it, okay? Take a look for yourself.
You know, we heard from the deputy governor of Texas earlier, and he was talking, it was a very impassioned conversation, really, and he was talking about the tone that the public uses on social media. He was talking about video games, all of these things that could have triggered, certainly the video game situation, he was saying, may have triggered the shooter there in El Paso. But what are your thoughts on that in terms of understanding that words matter and that when we're talking to each other on social media or looking at video games where they're using, you know, videos of characters with these weapons, is there a conversation to be had about that, about the tone that this country is using? It's become commonplace to say whatever you want to anybody on social media.
I think we should, and you want to see from these individuals what they wrote in others, but I mean, this may be a place that we could find this ahead of time. There may be a place of what's being written can be changed, could be an indication that an individual needs help in others that we can stop. But the idea of these video games to dehumanize individuals, to have a game of shooting individuals and others, I've always felt that is a problem for future generations and others. We've watched from studies shown before of what it does to individuals. When you look at these photos of how it took place, you can see the actions within video games and others.
Crazy, I know, but it shouldn't be too surprising. You can easily take a look at opensecrets.org and take a look at the gun rights versus gun control battle that's going on. You will see in 2018, gun control only donated about $2 million, but gun rights donated $11.8 million, with gun manufacturers backing them up at $1.4 million. Now, you can just take a simple look at that and understand the reason why it's so hard to get things done in this country when it comes to gun control. With money like that coming in, it's kind of hard to compete with. We could also go back to opensecrets.org and take a closer look at Kevin McCarthy's campaign donations. And you will find all the usual suspects such as Goldman Sachs, Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, and New Star Energy, which is a multi-billion-dollar oil and gas transportation corporation. I mean, you could just take a look at that. You can understand that he's not going to be in favor of the Green New Deal, Medicare for all, but I bet your bottom dollar that he's going to be in favor for deregulating the banks as much as possible because he's all in their pockets, and that's how this game has been played to date. So hopefully some of this information will give you a better idea on what we need to do and how we can fight back against the things that's going on in our country, okay? Because I don't like to see Times Square running for their life because they thought they heard gunshots, but it was really just a motorcycle backfiring. It's just sad to see, man. Because for me personally, I don't want to live in a constant state of fear, and neither should you. And with that being said, that's all I have. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. Later.